Welcome on back everyone to Age of Wonders 4 and part 4 of our Enchanted Archipelago campaign. We are here back once again at the Item Forge, where I'll kind of give you all a brief overview for any who don't know how the Item Forge works. If you do, just go ahead and hit the screen a couple times to skip on past this, no worries. So how this one does work is you'll be gaining these Binding Essence, either through different things out on the map, or by breaking down some of the items you have in your arsenal. So I've already broken out a couple of the ones we had, like that Umbral Juggernaut. Let's go ahead and grab also, say, a lot of these are very good. Let's say this Resistant Channeling Cloak. And we shall disenchant it for 80 of those fragments. Those will be added up here to our pool, giving us 240 total. You can either choose to just build up anything you'd like via these blueprints, so any of the different items you found during that campaign, or things that are just there in your kind of natural pantheon or hero start screen, so any of the items that you would normally be able to either begin with or things you found throughout your campaign. I believe I was looking for... So perhaps you have to break it down first. I don't know entirely how the Item Forge works, so if you all have a little bit more knowledge than me, please feel free to help out. I think you have to break it down, and then it goes to your blueprints, and then you're able to build one with those specific traits. But what we are going to do is just go ahead and build something up naturally. So I would like to have a skirmisher weapon for Kevin. He currently has a crossbow, and that's fine. You can give him a mage lock. No, I'm looking for, let's see if we can just go for a skirmisher. There it is, the skirmisher weapons. I'm looking for not a crossbow and sword, I'm looking for the pistol and a sword. Give us the fire, the mage lock. So we can switch up the damage, give it traits with these infusions, and then even give it an ability as well. So anything you are going to add on there is going to increase the level of the item, making it stronger, and also making it cost more binding essence to actually build. So since we're facing against trees, let's go ahead and give it some frost damage. Change to mixed physical and frost damage, +2 per item tier, requires Archon Blood. And then, we'll go ahead and give... Oh, you can make it so they come back as zombies? Well, that's simply insane. I mean, if we can afford it, I'm gonna go for that. Can we get any more item? Oh, we can. Inflict bleeding. Distracted. Yeah, let's go for distracted. So we'll make this kind of our, like your normal dragoons are able to do, so where they can make it so everyone can flank whoever they just shoot. Let's go ahead and break down this heavy halberd. That way we have the items to go ahead and build this. So it's a disturbing phylactery. No, let's call this the Icy Doom Shot. Is it any better? No, it's still just as juvenile, but we're here for it. We love it. Forge. And that'll take 4 turns for a tier 4 item to come on in. With the Giant Kings, we will have access to tier 5 items, and I believe only the Giant Kings will be able to build, which is going to be really cool to see. Alright, let's go ahead and pop on in and go for the Cruel Weaponry. Give us another enchantment there. It's going to cost us 2 mana per unit, and we have a lot of income right now, so that's no problem. As for Imperium, instantly summon a bandit army is hilarious. City structures cost less. Free cities with a Whispering Stone are going to give us knowledge. Or farms can grant us more food. Let's go for more food. Even more growth for the cities we do have. And then we'll probably save so that way we can get an additional city cap. And that way we can steal Siren's Throne, perhaps? Although once we conquer that, that's the end. Decimus the Unwavering is... I mean, she's completely surrounded by enemies at this point. We've turned the entire realm against her. Yeah, we'll just zoom on along the way that she came to attack Sartosa last episode. Dastardly, and it worked out quite well. For our next research, we can go for Blaze of the Horde, Houndmaster, or Cause Despair. Losing 15 morale is insane. We only won that last battle with Nimue because of the morale drop. Although just having a straight up damage blast for clumped up units is a very good idea. Roll weaponry is ready to go with 30% damage against units with morale of low or worse. And that'll go very nicely with... Do we not have... No, we don't have the other one yet. So we're looking for... let's go for Shadow Tomes. We're looking for the Joy Siphoners. These two work very well together, the Cruel Weaponry and the Joy Siphoners, as each time you hit someone, you steal their morale, and you'll keep doing more damage as that morale gets lower. Each Reaver can annex another province. Let's go ahead and give it... Go ahead and grab a farm here. Returns. If anything, we can keep building in new units. Let's go ahead and grab another Overseer here. And really no other gold to spend. Confirm your movement. Pentacle is falling quite soon. We'll go ahead and have Noctilus just advance. No, it doesn't look like we can come on through here. You've doomed yourself. Well, that's all sorts of unfortunate. We would have to attack the outpost, which is not a call we're going to make. So back to the surface. We'll add them to the invasion force. Go ahead and summon some more irregulars, and do that up here by Bawktilus. We gain another spear user. So let's actually send them in to start burning this wildlife sanctuary. Yes, please. There's nothing here, although he might get attacked, and that would bring them out of position. Check that out. So we absolutely... Oh, Nimue's back. And then inside this area... Oh, she's got the mist set up in her provinces now. Alright, fair enough. We'll fight this one and have him retreat. Hopefully, we get lucky and he gets to fall back to our settlements. Otherwise, we wasted some mana. Or he's gonna get slain on the way over. Can you even get out of here? Oh no. Maybe? We'll speed things up. If Nimue catches you, so be it. But we do have a 50% chance for them to flee after combat here. Yes, use some mana, fool. I could use some too. And not worth. Pull back. Although with this campaign, we have gotten fairly unlucky outside of that one last battle, so fall back and you shall perish. Perish horribly. I mean, fair enough. We put you in a bad spot. Now we can't see inside of here because she's got the Fey Mist active. That's all kinds of bad. Okay, well for this one we definitely want to come over here and put an outpost somewhere nearby. Noctilus, can you build one? Excellent. Decimus. Oh, that's okay. Decimus can get over himself. We need this to keep us safe. Summon some more irregulars right here. And we'll hang out until we have our reinforcements show up. Libria the Warrior, wielding a mage staff. Oh no, she did, so she returned just in time. And did they fail to... No, they didn't. He conquered Pentacle, so that's just being converted over now. Well, I said we'd wait. But I'm fairly impatient. So, we're gonna get a little bit aggressive. Let's go burn this, actually, if we could sneak around to the Feywater Pond. And that would be pretty excellent. Wow, that sanctuary. Burn it. Alright, keep the lads moving. It's gonna be quite some time before they manage to make it. Confirm your movement. Yours as well. Follow along the path, and we'll just bring everyone to bear all at once. Carcosa can annex another province, so we'll go ahead and come on in and grab Wave Conduit. We've got a fair bit of gold. Let's go ahead and just grab even more knowledge. And knowledge here as well. Up to 187. Okay, so it is our turn. Can we stop burning? Decimus keeps capturing provinces that don't belong to him. He may have to learn one day. That day is not today. Yes, grab Joy Siphoners at once. Respond to a hero's offer to join. We've got access to everyone now. Unaffiliated to the Dreadfleet. Fearmonger and Imperialists. Well, we don't bring the Gabos in, we only bring in our own bird friends. So let's go for Hana the Illuminated or Libria the Warrior. Welcome, Hana. Although your name is not great. Oh, it's Lady Hana, huh? Okay, well, we're gonna call you we'll call you Aranessa the Salty. Welcome, Aranessa. We give you a helmet. Yes, we need one. We need at least one of our. Yeah, we could just give you another pirate hat. There we go. All of our captains. All right, welcome, Aranessa, Parrot of Hysteria. We can go ahead and give her the satirical orb instead, and then also get her up on a bone wyvern so she can move faster. I quite like that, and then a cloak of those are the exact same. They're the exact same, but they're flipped. We'll just grab the piercing cloak then. We have a ring of protection, and then nothing else. Sounds good. Confirm. So you are a ritualist, right? No, you're a proper mage. Well, that's excellent. Welcome. We will allow you to take over at the Ashen Docks. As a prospecting governor, she wants mines, and mines will grant us more gold. Alright, let's bring the cannons on down. Graveyard connects more. Let's go ahead and grab yet another research post with the fishing ground. Confirm your movement. Yours as well. We have now met yet another settlement of Frogos. Sage Philinstar. See if we can get a ribbity sage voice. Salutations, Count Bawktilus. I think they're all exactly the same, aren't they? Alright, I finally figured out a voice for the enigmatic Pentacle. Sage Philinstar of the... Philistinar? Of the free city of Pentacle greets you with his sage fake the insufferable expression. Salutations, Bawktilus. The children of Pentacle extend a hopeful wish of mutual neutrality. Our diviners foretold of your presence in these lands. We seek only to further our understanding of the arcane arts and remain amenable to fostering a mutually beneficial relationship with your mighty empire. If we cannot, we hope that we can at least keep out of each other's way. I gain war spoils to intimidate them. Where are you guys? Oh. So he released them as a vassal city. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, that's one way to do it. I mean, we already have a vassalage over here with Flotsam, so that shall work. Other rulers have declared a rivalry. Pretty sure that had already happened. Here at the Docks of Ash, I think we want... probably a shipyard for even more gold. Keep boosting up our gold gains. Summon in some more irregulars down here with Bawktilus himself. I wanted to disrupt the Feywater Pond, but since we're locked into burning this, we're gonna have to stay here and then probably just move on the Siren's Throne and have someone else burn the pond. Alright, back to the surface with you. We'll send everyone in. Alright, everyone's getting in position. If they've already have a move orders, we'll just let them continue on their way. Yeah, I don't know why you would stop. Just move all the way around. Wouldn't even mind me grabbing these ruins, but whatever takes you across the fastest. Now, there's no way they're going across the sea is not faster. Let's go ahead and queue up another summon irregulars and pass. Oh, you still have some movement. Let's try to go around Pentacle. So she comes on in with a double stack. How are you recruiting so quickly? Ah, these are the guys that had just died. They came back. Well, that's not great. We won the first one on a technicality. We'll see if we can do the second one here. Alright, the mist spreads across the battlefield. We gain an extra zombie, so does she. Fair enough. We do know that she's actually not very tanky. So if anyone, going after Nimue is absolutely the best call. She didn't use her summon last time of the elemental variety, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, let's move in. We do want to stay a little ways apart. That way the blizzard isn't nearly as effective. Alright, switch the way. Burn. So she'll step forward and just use the heals. That regeneration is going to be used on repeat here for this battle. That we do know. They get to heal up the units that have already taken a lot of damage. That's fair enough. Fury of the Horde is strengthening all of our units. I'm gonna have the Blaze. Oh, yeah, we do. Blaze of the Horde costs 15. It only hits one enemy. And then this. Oh, you've got a fire evocation as well, huh? Man. Here, let's come around over here. Try to draw them in. We've got a couple of our units that aren't able to move quite as quickly. Alright, go for it. Just keeps dropping down plenty of extra Fey Mists. They're gonna start sitting in the units that have the awarded link now. Yep, they're all pretty much full health. Spears crossing ground as quickly as we can here. Turn them around so they're not getting flanked nearly as easily. I do want them to try to move on us. So they can at least reach, which means we can come in for a nice flank too. It's gonna be another one where we're trying to break them using morale. Yeah, we need to save our magic. Bring it on in there, Nimue. Alright, Scout coming up first, goes for a zap. I didn't realize they could get in and actually hit us. Couple not bad hits for them. They can't control themselves and go for the stab. We got a miss there. Love to see it. Oh, it's not my turn still. Okay. Sure. Does you actually have that much more to do? So both of the heroes are over here. Why is this scout so strong? 168 health. You're a scout. Get out of here with that nonsense. Forest camo. Okay, interesting. These shots there are just going to delete the Astral Ward. Okay. Well, we can just Mage Lock here and go after you. I don't think it's going to do enough damage to make it super worth it, though. So let's... Yeah, no, I would like to not use this, thanks. What is going on? Alright, cool. We'll just go ahead and step back then and throw the net here. How much damage did that take? Not a ton. You have a Blight weakness. Okay, so that is down with the ward now. I'm gonna go ahead and step back. I will necrotize here and then just gonna zap them a couple times. And we can turn these guys and send them around as a zombie unit. Yeah, especially here. 100% chance. Easy kill. Bring you back. Noctilus as well. How far? Oh, let's save. Draw our enemies in. Probably going to take some hits on these guys as they try to come through the woods, but that will be alright. Are you facing the right direction? No. They're going to get stabbed in the back for sure. Count Bawktilus. Nah, you're good. Go ahead, end the turn. So we've got some clinging mist now, and we're nice and distracted. Getting zapped by a scout is embarrassing. 12 damage. Youch. Yes, so many skirmishers. Thankful to see the miss. Not my turn. Takes a second to give it back to me, doesn't it? So Nimue, how tough are you actually? She's really not. That's the zombie that she brought in. Okay, let's think about this. We could turn this one against her. It's not very tough. Hit that lady with decaying, but it did not quite work. Rule bolts. That miss hurting our chance of hitting anyone. Noctiluss can get in here and get a really nice start strike. Our spears are in a lot of trouble, though. Have them keep falling back. Because very soon we will have allies to help them. None of them can quite reach, especially if we bring you back to here and make that an extra dangerous way through. Soul Overflow is interesting. And they have a couple of tier 1 units. I'm just gonna keep using Necrotize. So what we'll do is we'll hit you with the Blight Weakness, keep you from healing. And then just proceed to wail on her. Go ahead, hit it up with an aim. Ready? Fire. That retaliation's pretty mean. Go ahead and give the decisive command to our Mage Locks once more. Allow them to take a secondary shot here. Aim. Fire. 47 damage. Yeah, I guess we can use this Harrier just to kind of block them. Put them in defense mode. Bone Wyvern, you go back here and bother Nimue. Works for me. Slap. Down with their general. Let me get some zombies to help us keep fighting. Let's move you to here. We'll take damage. Let's go ahead and patch up our spearmen. Archers. Or I guess Mage Lock, obviously, you stay here. Go ahead and blink to this position, and then hit everyone with the Banshee Scream. Weaken their scouts, right? Isolate Nimue and destroy. That's the way. Fair enough. Although you've left her completely exposed. Fools. Marked. What is... Oh, give yourself some regeneration. We can just hit the Necrotize on her next turn. Spider's running to get stabbed. Animal kinship. Yeah, do what you can. Their morale isn't doing bad. 90 damage. Alright. Or 90% for 39. Astral Projection is hard to hit. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this zombie just to stop these spiders from getting up any closer. This zombie to attack the others. Allow our Banshee to escape. Drop the Necrotize here to get rid of her regeneration. Lose the flanking bonus, but we do get to hit her twice in the face, which I think is just perfect. 50% chance to hit thrice. Let's do it. Raise, and we are at least getting rid of all her regeneration. We can't quite reach, can we? Even with second wind? Well, that is sad. And just get rid of her zombies then. Could go this way and start obliterating these units. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take aim. Make sure we're not missing the spiders. And just blast them. 3 heap. Critical heap. Blast from there. And that is another unit gone. I'd say we just bring the mage lock up. And shoot here. We can't hit Nimue, but we can get a pretty nice chop on these spiders. And then we can just hit Nimue twice here. Wolves can pretty much go wherever they want. But I'm not real concerned except for the mage locks. We'll just advance them and go defense mode. Our zombies getting zapped. That was a fair bit of damage, can't lie. Zombies down. And for now, from here, we just turn around and go after Nimue, though. Alright, just giving ourselves a rally. Alright, well these zombies are going to come up and disrupt these spiders. No matter how much damage they really take. Go ahead and fly over here, and the 70% chance to hit's pretty sad. There's a pretty good chance of missing there. I absolutely love how strong these scouts are. Here with some cruel bolts. That's a pretty bad hit. I can't lie, that was pretty terrible. Use the wind in a bottle to blow them all away and give Noctilus a chance to pursue without too much trouble here. So I will hit her with another Necrotize. The death of Nimue means a lot. Yoink! Down with your leader. And from there, the morale takes a absolute tank. Shot here. Never punished. Except for that time, though, I think we killed Noctilus with our mage locks earlier in the campaign. Either 2 melee strikes for 18, or we can push them back for 16. I mean, I just think we'll run around and give him a shot. Good night. You can move in and melee strike here. Quill hides a pain, but it's not that big a deal. Alright, let's see how many fumbles to get. Raise and a nice 13. So, we're not getting lucky yet. One of our zombies falls. Strongest scout alive. My turn now. Come on now. It's all the mist. Yeah, we'll teleport to here. Who's the weakest? Well, I don't think Noctilus can hit the other, so we'll necrotize these guys. Hit him with the Banshee Whale. Only a 10% chance to hit, so if we take aim, is that any better? And 90's not bad. Down with over half the unit. Keep pushing the scouts away from the rest of our squad here. I will move up and patch these guys up a bit. No spiders, not today. Morale is now very low for across the board here. So let's go ahead and drop into guard mode. I mean, if we go around, it's a much better chance to hit. That's a powerful graze. Go ahead and reform their command. Slaughter them. We'll use the second wind and then we'll just charge on in. You got lucky. You absolutely got lucky. Alright, Big Nasty going for some shots on Bawktilus. Missing aggressively. Ouch. Up the pursuit there, Harriers. Unfortunately, we do lose some of our men. Whose morale do we need to break? Just the Entwined Scourge. A pretty tough unit, though. 20% chance to hit, wow. That's not great. Lock the Scourge in. This is really, really bad accuracies. We'll just move to here, and if you miss, so be it. We'll take it. Who's gonna miss? Me? Never. Except for maybe there. Stab these guys. A 55% chance to miss is kind of scary, actually. Drive them back so we get to... Oh, not too much aggression. Gonna weaken the porcupines. 30% chance. Never punished. Yeah, let's move in and take out these porcupines. drop everyone else's morale even further. And that should be everyone running for the hills. Broke the net. Oh, you missed. Well, that's gonna be a triple shot. Let's make sure we slay at least the Entwined Scourge. No, we do not want to win the battle immediately. Okay, so Bone Wyvern to here. Shoots the Bone Wyvern instead. Alright, I think that's all we really needed. Make sure this tier 4 unit has to be completely retrained. Stab. We are not being punished at all for over the long range shots. 5%. Get him. I've been even happy with a graze. Just do whatever damage you can. These are the scariest scouts I have ever seen. Let's see if you manage to escape. Not my turn. Not a bad hit. Can we... Well, if we can't, we can just go for the command. Nope. How about we can't hit him with the command and just finish off that unit fleeing there. Perfect. Now we've won a couple of battles against Nimue that I absolutely did not think we would. We lose just one of our halberdiers. Which is great, because now we're right here next to the Siren's throne, and she has no commander. Boom goes the Wildlife Sanctuary, and we raise a Bone Whore? Absolutely. Revel without a cause. Your steward insisted you hold a formal feast for your distinguished subjects. Unsurprisingly, the event is tedious and insipid. Guests wearing suffocating dresses and awkward robes sit at long tables, solemnly chewing bland meals. Troubadours play dull tunes reserved for refined banquets, per tradition. A dancing bear has fallen asleep. The conjurer fruitlessly tries to retrieve his doves from the great hall's rafters. Someone sneezes and promptly apologizes. It has fallen to you to add spice to this dreadful feast. How will you proceed? Share your best wines and ales. Or seek pleasure in inhibited forms of entertainment. We have a 50% chance to succeed here. Let's go for it. Gamba. Nice. Noctilus throws cash and coins at him, and it works. Every time. Now we're moved right into the Siren's throne here. I see no reason not to attack her at once. We start the siege. And we shall add... Oh, we don't have the cash for siege guns. You are so very lucky. We'll unleash the Warhounds, we will bombard your towers, and undermine your walls. Thank you. And I'm gonna send... Well, I guess I raised you this turn, so I can't. I'll send you guys over to burn the Feywater Pond, so I have to deal with that nonsense. Burn it. We'll bring you some help, too, just in case. A treaty has expired. I mean, I don't know that I need any of your draft, but I'll take it. Summon some irregulars here next to Noctilus. And they are some Harriers. Nice. Icy Doom Shot is done. Let's go ahead and give this over to, not Bawktilus, of course, but to Kevin the Swift, who can keep his pistol and blade on his wyvern and fly around and just be an absolute menace. Nimue has returned to the void. We can go ahead and sell this ugly toad. Goodbye. Garbage. Instantly gain 700 knowledge. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh. Regain casting points per unit death. Oh, okay. Don't mind if I do. We'll go ahead and put it in the graveyard. I think we'll go ahead and start upgrading the wizard tower. Since you do get experience for doing so, we are very, very quickly nearing victory here. At least I'm pretty sure. Reclaim this realm from the wrath of the Siren Goddess. I'm sure as soon as she's down, we do win. Oh no, Otto. Oh, we could get real cheeky and go take down Refuge too. Granted, he likely has a massive army. Ready for that one. Let's do nothing at this outpost. We'll put in what we can here soon. Library of the Beast Reaver. You can see the final tier of Reaver City. Completely covered in aerial landmines. But honestly, look pretty cool. Sartosa has a workshop. We will allow Sartosa to produce some merchandise for this turn. From your movement. I guess we could have you take this Tranquility Pool here. We don't have the cash for an outpost. Okay, so what if we come on in and say, Decimus, good sir. I shall give you this zebra, and you will give me some cash. Oh, is this in the middle of the city, or what's going on here? And not build one next to an existing outpost. I don't see an outpost. You're lying, Morgan. Oh, we can build one here. Sure. Oh no, Decimus is mad. Hang out with Big Papa. Town Hall's done. And the Ironclad Citadel is as well. Let's go ahead and confirm all the movement of everyone that's out and about currently. Demand a portion of their power before they leave. Noctilus isn't full evil, he's just here to exploit everyone on his way out. Orders required, come on down and bring your muskets and everything else. The Siren's throne must fall. We summon some more irregulars. Ooh, Nimue is bringing in some more troops. She's got a new toad friend. Roll the dart. Otto has returned to refuge, and we can summon in some irregulars here next turn. Cannot wait. 3 turns before we have what we need to assault. Let's bring the armies together then. We could have them go burn the meadow for even more cash, but we'll simply summon some more irregulars and some more irregulars. Bring the cannons on in. I don't know if anyone's going to get here in time. I love that we're taking the longest way around possible. They've got to queue up their movement, so up here at the graveyard, I'm about to trespass. I mean, how do we get around here without trespassing then? Now the long way. Fair enough. A bunch of buildings have now been produced. Let's go ahead and chuck in. Ooh, the Doom Depth Trench. $28 and $18, that's pretty incredible. $28 and $18, or we're getting $13 and $33. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Doom Depth Trench over here in the graveyard as well. Let's go ahead and put it over here away from the Reaver Manufactorum. 13 and 13. We haven't said anything incredible here. Just drop it in. Ashen Docks. We'll put in the palisade walls for protection. And that will be the turn. Oh, she does have more armies. Look at that. I'm sorry, what? This looks like shenanigans. She must have another, I guess she has another town down there in the south. Otherwise, where are you getting all these units? So we're facing off with a hammer toad. Not very scary. And then a archer toad with a piercing frost. Alright, manual combat it is. It'll keep teaching her this lesson until it sets in. Alright, so once again we're going to try to blitz the heroes. So you move first. She has no way of using any spells here. Which is really good for us. Don't want to get too far ahead. Oh, we went through the distraction. Luckily it's just for one turn, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Everyone over. Once again, if we lose our halberdiers, that is no big deal. Graceful mounts are quite good. They could be a bit more, looks like lumpy than usual. So they can't hit us. Excellent. Exactly what I want to see. Let's go ahead and bring the Harriers around. And being distracted for turns is another big deal. I just bring everyone on over, so they have no way of actually like properly healing. So let's do a necrotize here. Grace has been removed. A lot of posturing they're doing, which is a bit obnoxious. The has learned that we are very dangerous. How dangerous? You're about to find out. Only 45%. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we'll just go for another necrotize then. Wasted if it's a miss. Nope. Perfect. You can come up and hit just about all of them. I think you're not going to be able to control yourself. You will charge straight on into combat. Move around cleverly then. Yeah, something like that looks good. What you guys got? They can never punish themselves. Excuse me? It's an AoE bow at tier 1, huh? And we're taunted with the mage lock. That seems like a really bad idea. Oh, by taunted, you don't get to... That's... Okay, sure. What taunted should be is you get to control them, but you only get to strike the one target. Cancel. We're not going to have a good charge there. Alright, we got played, unfortunately. It's go ahead and teleport in with the Banshee. Banshee's Wail was resisted by absolutely everyone. Arcane Blast has a really good chance to hit here. That's excellent to see. I would like to try to subjugate them. So in fact, let's go ahead and go for the subjugating barrage, or the suppressing barrage here. Let's lock these guys down so we don't have to worry about it. You resisted it, huh? Sometimes BS happens. Let's charge up and take these guys down. Some zombies in the way. A nice wall of spears going. Yeah, the fact that all of their heroes are on this side is a bit unfortunate. We'll melee strike their ranger once. We just don't really have great positioning. She can retaliate because she got a big ol' hammer. Not incredible, but... having to move through the nonsense is not great. Let's just go ahead and try to. They're already immobilized. Let's go ahead and lock down. Please try to lock down these guys. You miss. 70% chance and you miss. Alright, well the heroes are pretty tanky. Let's see what we got. So that'll be, thankfully, much weaker with one of their models gone. Go after the zombies, which is always good to see. So got 35 casting points, and every time we kill a unit, we'll gain 15 more. Ouch. And then everything's gonna charge them. Neat. Good for you. That's incredibly frustrating. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop down a Necrotize to get more friends. Before we make that decision, let's go for the heal on these spears. This is a summon unit? That's unfortunate. Let's necrotize the lads back in the back. You at least get to mark them twice. Definitely want to take aim first and go for the mage lock shot. After we know for sure we can't just outright slay the pigs. They just get one retaliation. That's not that big a deal. That charge is fairly pathetic. With all that defense. Just the way it is. Alright, so the Harrier here probably doesn't want to sit and fight. We'll have no choice, we're just going to strike them with the Bone Horror. Just doing no damage. This 6 damage is more than 0, and then we can just get him with a really good flanking hit here. Not worth. So no matter what, we're getting distracted at least once. And that's not exciting. Let's come over this way. Yep, spears can kill here. And then we can let the mage locks. Space and grab. Push everyone away. These things are pretty tough. I think we'll just go ahead and race them undead. More zombies. I think it's charged right in over here. Decaying and marked ×2. Sounds excellent. Got some disease spreading around on our side. Ooh, thankfully those miss. That's a nasty bow. AoE on every shot is pretty impressive. Down to just 1 unit there, which is beautiful. 3 damage only. Oh, but we do lose our lads. Zombies are being very obnoxious. That's what we like to see. Run on over, fire the mage locks. Don't quite get a kill. Take a retaliation on the summoned unit. That's 1 hero down. We're going in behind these guys. Strike them once. I'm gonna send the zombies right into the middle of the group. Or no, I guess we can send them around behind and just go for a finish off. They don't even get a chance to strike. So guard mode it is. Let's, instead of necrotize, go for the soul overflow on... Nah, we don't get a really... Don't get a very good one, do we? Well, in that case, Blaze of the Horde. And just gotta blast them away. Strike right into these Arcanists. And they're marked, so we can just come on up, get a little bit aggressive and fire here. Kill their actual damage dealers. 62 damage. Your morale should be absolutely tanked. Then Bawktilus can run on in. You feel our muskets. Let them go for an actual aim shot. 52 damage. Just run behind, get a flank on those Arcanist spears. Get a fair bit of damage here. Drop another one of their models. We won't be able to lower her damage by hitting her more, so not worth. I mean, fair, everyone got a disease. She's got the Rona bow. Let's see, here's my question to you, lass. Is your Rona bow scarier than a couple of musket balls? Looks like the answer is a hefty no. And we'll hunt the rest of them down? Absolutely. They're actually in a good spot to be hunted down. Zombies, go ahead and do some damage there. Guard strike. And Bawktilus can move around and finish off this last group. Ooh, almost. Hang on. Align them first. Then, okay, throw the net at them first. Then, what is going on here? Well, Noctilus, if you crit, you win. Otherwise, someone else gets the kill. Everyone turns into a zombie at the end. We lose our Banshee and we lose a Harrier, but we should be able to turn some of them into bone horrors. Reinforcements are rolling in too, just in time. The big toads have arrived. So she must have one more town down here somewhere. Alright, there goes the Feywater Ponds. Move everyone back together so we have a full force to roll with here. Get the Joy Siphoners active and summon in some more regulars. Chapter completed, pick a new tome. The Tome of Devastation. This is more for being a Chaos army. I want the Tome of the Dreadnought, which will give us our Great Bombards and Ironclads. A little bit too late, but we get a rolling tank or some proper land and naval combat.
Dreadnought technologies are unmatched on the battlefield. Envision a fusion of steel and craftsmanship, dominating everything in their path. Explosions shatter the earth and rain down fire on your foes. An astounding sight to behold. Truly, when an ironclad rolls into battle, the fight is already over.
Indeed. And normally if you have the Dreadnought, you're going to want to go for a few more actual Materium as choices. We haven't done so much here, but what we will do is grab our Ironclads. Our ruler leveled up. So he has. Not even level 12 before you've defeated him away here. We can go for the Infested Summons, giving them Aura of Disease. Melee attacks gain more damage, more hit points. Sundering Sweep. We can go for a Curse that is basically free to use. Sounds good. Plague Magic or Weakening Magic. Ooh, let's weaken status resistance for everyone around him, making our mages much better. Lance of Summon Slaying. No, I quite like our Bleeding Edge. Joy Siphoners is ready. We've already chosen our next research. Natter the Oathmaker has been captured. Good to know. Another ruler was denounced. These two... Oh no, you denounced Decimus, huh? He's insulted by Empire. Yeah, the rats and the toads aren't going to get along for long. It's just natural. We're now very evil. And we've got ourselves another outpost. We will pop in a work camp here immediately to go ahead and snatch up this magical material and let everyone else continue on their merry way. So, have we not gained enough? We're not just going to trespass? It's a bit unfortunate. Go join up. Confirm the movement. You as well. Then you start moving on down towards the Throne of the Siren. A few more turns, and then her Empire falls. She will return for the final battle, but we'll see if there's even enough of them to make it worth fighting. And there she is. Now, Nimue returns. And now you've got 2 turns to basically recover from this. Let's see what you got. Decimus has a lot to do, doesn't he? Yeah, he's bringing in the reinforcements. 1 more turn. Yeah, like we saw, Nimue has returned. Let's grab all the provinces we can annex then. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just grab another fish farm then. Cash and Docks can have another farm as well. Steel Hall there. And the graveyard we shall purchase. The next tier of Wizard Tower. It's going to be quite awkward if... Oh, you're stuck back here with your cannons, are you? Decimus, I would quite like to have some open borders. I don't care about giving you gold right now, but open borders is what we need. Right, sweet. So now we can move however we want down here towards the throne, and he will not betray us, so we don't have to worry about any of that nonsense. Confirm your movement. Kevin has nearly arrived. We'll bring him in for the final fight. That was quite loud. Not sure if she's getting hit with spells of the enemy's kind or what here. Or I guess the Toadman is what I was trying to say. Bronwyn. Bronwyn Goldheart. The angriest lily pad wearing toad we've ever seen. Alright, Nimue. Day 52, and it is time for your empire to crumble. Oh yeah, no, he was completely surrounding you as well. It's game over for you there, Nimue. Her and her toad friend. We'll just go ahead and auto-resolve that because we have massive stacks. And she has just her and her toad. Nimue was defeated. She screams as she's cast into the astral void. The entire realm seems to sigh in relief. Your armies search her capital, where she conducted her experiments and abused the currents of creation to create new people. You find notes and diaries describing communications between her and the other Godir, including Yaka and someone named Lithil. Lithil Nightweaver. She's got wild growth. I mean, fair enough. Can we see what she looks like? No. But she's a ritualist. Fair enough. The latter is looking for an object and demands Nimue ready her armies, no matter how imperfect they may be. By defeating Nimue and her chosen children, you have freed the Enchanted Archipelago, but the Shadrai seem to have bigger plans. I'll bring my findings to the Covenant. Victory. You have cast the Siren Goddess into the void and claimed the Enchanted Archipelago from her drowning embrace. From your capital, the mythic Mayor emerges once more. I thank you, Count Bawktilus, for hearing my song and freeing the realm. I fear I have naught to give as a reward for a Godir, but if you allow me to join you on your travels, I may share what I have learned as Nimue's prisoner. Elia, the Mayor, joins you as you leave for Mage Haven victorious. Pet, we have ourselves a new mermaid friend. The realm liberated by the great Count Bawktilus. He didn't go full vampire, but we managed to pull out a pretty quick victory there. I mean, every one of our buddies, for better or worse, and let's go ahead and perhaps hear the end story. With a blade instead of a shotgun. You defeated the wizard Nimue and freed the Enchanted Archipelago. Victorious, you return to Mage Haven and rejoin the Covenant together with Elia. And if we notice here, everyone was doing better than us the entire time. And we were slowly dragging it on back up.
Thus was the Siren Goddess defeated, and the Enchanted Archipelago freed from her obsessive grasp. And Elia, the curious mare who euphorically experienced freedom once more. I am her. It was I who witnessed both the terror and the grace of the Godir. It is for this reason that I sing the stories of this age of Godir, and of the good and the evil that reside within the ever-flowing astral sea. Yet my freedom begets responsibility. I could no longer ignore the murder and destruction of the powerless and innocent. My time as prisoner taught me about the plans of Nimue and her allies, the Godir Alliance, who call themselves the Shadrai. This is why I had to inform the Covenant of the scheming Shadrai and their ambitions, which were far greater than what the Covenant imagined.
All greater than what we could have ever imagined. But his conquest of the realm has given him a chance to ascend to our pantheon, Bawktilus the Worthy. He didn't end up becoming undead, but maybe in a future campaign of ours, we can properly make our undead vampirate birds. For now, though, we will go ahead and allow Noctilus to ascend as a tree person. I think, though, we shall give him... Sorry. Now, when in combat, artillery cover is active? What is this? Marked enemies are struck for 20... Okay, well, that's mine. Yoink. He's a vampirate, after all. A wee vampirate. We get 3 Pantheon points this time for being victorious, completing a bounty, destroying an empire, 12 heroes total, 4 tomes unlocked, 4... we'll just not read it all. You can see it all here. Good bit of goodies. We add a couple more to the Lost Guild. So who comes with us from that campaign? Is it all of them? Looks like Nimue, yeah, Decimus, and Otto. Very interesting. So he was an industrious race. Industrious with Tome of Beasts. Huh. Alright, well, we will show off the next realm we'll be diving on into. This time, we're going to be heading to the Crimson Caldera as one of the agents of the Shadrai. This is a lovely bubbling pit of lava. So as an agent of the Shadrai, we're going to be venturing to a demonic realm of never-ending war to search for an ancient Archon artifact of power. We'll become the victor in an arena of mad violence and end the curse of Abadoth, which brought doom upon so many aspiring kings and Godir. Abadoth is the infernal world ruled by demonic princes. So we're heading to Hell to throw hands with the other demons. So how this one's going to work is going to be a caldera with lava at the center and mountains towards the edges. It's going to be an eternal battleground, so a realm dominated by violence where war is the only law. Rulers and free cities will declare war on each other when they first meet. It's not possible to negotiate peace. This does not affect cities released as vassals or remnant cities or defeated empires. Fair enough. So if you release them as vassals, they will not immediately then declare war on you. Last here we have the Domain of Mayhem. This realm has a maddening influence seeping into the minds of all those who fight in its lands. All combat is affected by the Domain of Mayhem, which is honestly is a pretty awful combat trait, which for every 2 turns, all units, including your own, yes, obviously, all units in the entire map have a chance of being inflicted with Berserk, which is going to make them uncontrollable and attack the closest enemy target. If no enemies in range, they'll just turn around and punch their allies in the face, which is all kinds of bad. So we're going to be creating ourselves up a nice demonic faction. Just like with the Enchanted Archipelago, I will go ahead and create up 4 factions that will then be in a poll for you all to decide between. So thank you all so much for stopping on by this series. If you enjoyed, please remember to leave a like, and a sub for the sub phone, and I'll see you all in the next one.